The Cavalier King Charles Spaniel is classified as a toy dog by the Kennel Club. It is a little spaniel from the United Kingdom that has grown in favor in the United States since the turn of the 21st century. This dog is currently one of the top 20 most popular purebred alternatives in the United States. Cavalier King Charles Spaniels are distinguished by their distinctive coat hues. Colors recognized by the breed standard include chestnut and white, tricolor, black and tan, and ruby. Most of the animals are highly affectionate, get along well with children, and get along well with other canines or pets. Because it is a particularly social breed, it must spend a lot of time with people in order to maintain its mind healthy. Good day, and welcome to Unveiling Wild. If you're new to our channel, please be sure to subscribe first so you don't miss out on your daily dose of dog-related stuff. As mentioned in today's video, we'll discuss important Cavalier King Charles Spaniel knowledge for every new mom-dad. So if you're ready, let's get started. If you enjoy a joyful lap dog, this is the breed for you. Nothing makes a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel happier than some cuddle time. They'll want to climb into your lap at any time of the day for a cuddle and a little nap. Be prepared for them to request these items anytime you take a seat. If you don't put some boundaries around the dining table and other areas where you want to prevent the activity, this habit might spiral out of hand. Snuggles should be limited to your couch, love seat, or chair. These canines are extremely intelligent. When you first begin working with Cavalier King Charles Spaniel puppies, you'll see that they are extremely clever and talented dogs. One of their best qualities is their capacity to learn agility workouts. They are also extremely simple to train if you need them to acquire a specific behavior, such as going to the potty outside. To effectively teach your puppy, you'll need to apply positive reinforcement strategies. If you tell this breed that you dislike it, the anxiety that ensues may cause it to behave in ways you don't want. Because this breed strives to please its owners, you will notice that they rapidly pick up on your behaviors and adapt to them. This is why socialization begins at a young age, virtually always. This breed has modest upkeep requirements. These toy dogs don't require much food because they are healthy adults weighing less than 20 pounds. They require less than 20 minutes of activity every day and snore or drool seldom. They are also poor at digging, making them perfect for homeowners with extensive gardens. Cavalier King Charles Spaniels have the impression of regal refinement, but they're still quite charming with their charm. These dogs are small, approximately 12 inches tall, yet their round, dark brown eyes may captivate your attention. Cavalier King Charles Spaniels are great with kids. Cavalier King Charles Spaniels get along nicely with people of all ages. Some may struggle with small children who pull on their ears because this is a particularly sensitive area that can result in nips in rare cases. When looking at the behavior of this breed, this is the only area of concern. Aggression or timidity are quite uncommon. They desire to communicate with others, play lots of games, and help others in any way they can. Despite the grooming requirements, this breed does not shed much. Because of their small stature, the quantity of light shed by these canines in the spring and fall is modest. Even if you must create daily and weekly grooming practices, the coat does not pile on the floor like it does in other breeds. You may maintain this edge even further by showering, trimming, and taking care of yourself. The breed has only lately been recognized. People are still unfamiliar with this breed because the American Kennel Club did not officially recognize it until 1996. This means you'll have more possibilities to work with reliable breeders who aren't swamped with otters like other popular canine breeds. Although there have been active breeders in the United States since the 1950s, it has never taken off in the same way that other dogs have. If you want a Charlie to start living with you, you won't have to put in much effort. If you want a security dog, this is not the breed for you. If you want a security dog, there are several drawbacks to consider with Cavalier King Charles Spaniels. Their modest appearance and size will not normally deter anyone. Even if your dog decides to bark at strangers, the experience is not frightening. Most of these creatures will approach you with their tails wagging and tongues out, eager to be petted. They don't care who pays attention to them. They'll be a happy pooch as long as it comes from a person. You'll need to brush their coat on a daily basis. Cavalier King Charles Spaniels shed a lot of fur. You can mitigate part of this disadvantage by brushing their medium-length coat every day. But due to their joyful energy and overall hair thickness, it will tangle. To remove the snags, a thorough weekly brushing is required. You will also need to comb out their fur after every outdoor play session, because their low profile to the ground can cause grass, branches, twigs, and burns to become lodged in there on a frequent basis. These dogs' ears must also be cleansed on a regular basis. If you thought brushing was the end of the care requirements, think again. You should also clean out their pendant-shaped ears at least once a week, because debris in there can easily create an infection. despite the fact that these dogs are docile and loving. Getting into the ears of Cavalier King Charles Spaniels can be a unique difficulty. It's not a bad idea to start this practice while they're puppies, but older dogs who are unfamiliar with the duty will resist you every time. This breed has several genetic health issues to deal with. There are various inherited problems that are common in Cavalier King Charles Spaniels. Retinal problems, cataracts, sliding patellas, and hip deformity are also common. Mitral valve disease and syringomyelia are also more prevalent in these dogs than in other breeds. Before you buy one, inquire with the breeder about the testing they have done for all of these inherited problems. When the Cavalier King Charles Spaniels is healthy, he can live for 14 years or more. When irresponsible breeding fails to account for these inherited problems, the overall median falls considerably. Cavalier King Charles Spaniels are voracious eaters. If you have ever had a cat who constantly bothers you about their food dish because they can see the bottom of their container, you'll understand what it's like to live with Cavalier King Charles Spaniels. These dogs are as enthusiastic about their food as they are about garnering attention from their humans. If you free feed your dogs from a huge dish, they will orate. They will also request multiple goodies throughout the day if they believe they will be able to receive them. So avoid the urge to allow them to overindulge. If you do not properly monitor your Cavalier King Charles Spaniel's feeding habits, the dog will quickly become overweight. When compared to other breeds, these canines are relatively pricey. Any purebred animal will be more expensive than animals of undetermined ancestry. Although Cavalier King Charles Spaniels are not the most costly dogs available today, they are also not the cheapest. You should expect to pay at least $1,200 for the privilege of having a puppy, with costs rising well above $10,000 if the bloodline includes championship dogs. You will also incur the usual costs of the veterinarian care, shelter, toys, food, and other care services. You must keep your dog on a leash at all times. King Charles the Cavalier Spaniels were developed to scare birds, so you'll notice this instinct every time you take them for a walk. To prevent the dog from going away, you must keep it on a leash at all times. They enjoy chasing tiny animals, and their inherent drive may cause them to stop listening to you. Because this breed is extremely sensitive, any reprimand might lead to long-term behavioral issues. It is better to avoid this disadvantage totally by not letting them run free unless you go to a gated dog park. That concludes our video for today. Do you believe the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel is the ideal dog for you? Let us know what you think in the comments area below. If you liked and found today's information useful, please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss on any of our upcoming videos. This is Unveiling Wild once more. Thank you for viewing, and I look forward to seeing you in the future video.